Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Rambo145 with a noob channel. This is new tracked dill over there. I'm gonna show you that more off, but we're gonna skid this one log here. I was messing around. I thought maybe I could grab some logs that was already sitting on the ground, but I couldn't do that. So someone's been bringing out these like tracked trucks, and they're really cool. It's basically like they have a sprocket on the back for the main drive, and then it has these tires for the rollers, which I can imagine those would get wore down pretty quick, but I don't know. But yeah, there's one over there, and then I have one back over behind me. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh, it's pretty deep in here. Now, the thing about the tracked vehicles, they just go right over this mud. It's really nice. I doubt it has very much pressure at all in the mud when driving over it. I think if you like look it up, there's a percentage of how much like excavators put poundage per square or something. I don't know what it is. Something like that if you like actually look at it. So then if you drop our load, there we go. Then we take the other truck and we get the Euro next, and we take and pull that up out of there. We're just gonna stack some logs up. I don't know how many logs can be stacked up, but yeah. We'll just park that here. We'll just stop engine, change trucks. We can't change them, so we'll go ahead and go over here to Euro next, and we'll get inside the crane. Oh yeah, we have to start it, and we'll get in the crane. Let's go ahead and move this around. We'll just grab it right here. This little sea tree thing's in the way. There we go. Using an Xbox One controller. This is PC version, so if you guys are wondering how is he doing this, let's see. Can we pick this thing up? See if we can pick it up. We pick it up, and then we can swivel it other way. Oh, it's right there at the... Oh, we can't swivel it. Oh well, we'll just go ahead and just drop it right there. Alright. Let's go ahead and go over to the next one. We'll just leave this truck running. Let's go over to this one here. Is this the one? Yep, this is the one. So this thing is pretty cool. I like the looks of it. Looks pretty amazing. Let's go ahead and get ourselves in the crane. I don't know. We're going to load this thing up. I seen there was a glitch somewhere that actually the logs stick through the bed. And obviously they roll out. Alright, so we're not going to use this one apparently. We're just going to load it up. So we'll just restore the crane. And stuff like that. We'll just see. Can we just leave it like that? So that was bad. We couldn't get the load because it wants to slide the logs out. That's alright. We can just go ahead and load this up. Can't load those. Have to be those small loads. Okay, so yeah, the logs do glitch through, which is not hard to fix. I think you can just take and move some numbers around. It's not too bad. We can go ahead and get this crane and reset the crane. Kind of wish there was a see this one as far as it goes. Alright, I'm not going to do it. Alright, let's just go. Let's just go. It's out of the way. There's no trees, so really don't have to worry about it. This thing gets around pretty well. Look at this. Look how beastly this thing is. What's inside? Oh, look, you actually got the inside. That's cool. This thing is so awesome. Oh, remember how I said it wasn't going to have no problems? And look at it. It is muddy in here. We'll just lock the differentials in. There we go. Since we don't have to like turn, because you can't turn when you have the differentials locked on in this thing. This thing works really well. Alright, let's just drop the load. Oh, it didn't. Oh, wow. It totally destroyed the whole load. That's too bad. Too bad. So, there is some glitches apparently with it, huh? So if we, like, reload it and update it, this way we get rid of that. There we go. What's the other attachments for this thing, then? Should we look at that? Let's look at those different attachments. Hopefully they can get it to work. I don't know if he'll actually pay attention to this. I think he's Russian, so it might be a little difficult for the English translation. Doesn't work very well. So we have the carrier, we have that, we have the crane support, we have that. So pretty much you could can't really do much with it. It's up for haul it, and we could take it over to a spot. Let's see which spot is actually. See, that one's done. That one needs one. We can take it over this one, so we'll just do that. Anyway, my goal was, if you watch my other Spintire videos that I posted, I didn't notify subscribers, so they ain't gonna have any. They're just gonna be found on their own. But yeah, I took and was trying to load some, or put some logs there and see how many logs I could actually put there before they all start disappearing. Alright, let's take this load and drive it. We're gonna just go off-road. I mean, we're just gonna go off this way. We're gonna see what this rugged thing can do. You know, this thing is pretty rugged. Whoa! Sparks flew there. Ain't much mud in here, but I like this map. This map is pretty good. I actually have to say so. They actually did really well on this map. Let's lock it in so we can get all these rocks. Boom! Look at that. That thing is just like beastly awesome. Oh, here's some water. Let's go through the water. It's like a little swamp area. Dude, this thing is so cool. They put the fuel tank up under there. I guess because it doesn't flex, so it doesn't really have to worry about it. It's kind of a bad place in case something flies up and hits it, but if you have a solid steel under there, you shouldn't have to worry about that. You shouldn't have to worry about fuel at all. Fuel tanks are under the thing, which is really nice. It relocates them, if I can speak English. And yeah, it's pretty good. You know what? Let's can we go through the woods here? This thing is so cool, man. Love it. I'm loving these track things. I remember when I took and made everything tracked on Farm Sim. I got so much hate for that. Yeah, let's just put tracks on everything. Well, I thought it was cool. I mean, you don't see that stuff too often. I didn't realize this was real life. This thing is realistic in real life. It almost reminds you of like a poor man's track vehicle, because you don't have a lot of money to buy all the steel, but you can make your own things. So basically what it looks like is someone took rims and welded spikes to it. Again, I said that in my other video, if you guys can find it and watch it. That's basically what it looks like. And then what they did was took and put tracks over a bunch of old bald tires that was just laying around that they got from neighbors or people that didn't want them, or tire shops that was, or some scrapyard, junkyard. I'd say a junkyard, probably, because most likely they're not going to be in a... Whoa, look at this. Oh, man. Dude, check this out. This thing is beastly. You have to take the differential lock off to turn, though. So it looks like our thing is in here. Actually, you know what? Let's just back this thing up. Let's go this way. I haven't lost a track yet, which is really awesome. We got a piece of fence in the sprocket. Alright, so we're here. 2-point load. Boom, we did that one. That one's completed. That's all they need of that. Let's drive over this guy's fence. Ooh. Dude, check this out. Look at this big mud hole. Big old mud hole. I think we're stuck in this big mud hole now. Nope. Not quite. Look at that. That is so cool. Alright, let's get back out of this. I don't want to go back in that mud hole. That seems pretty cool. It's like We don't have enough money for a full drive, so all we need is a transmission, a regular transmission. You know, out of a car, truck, something kind of heavy would be nice, you know. And then you run it back to a drive shaft, maybe gear reduction it a little bit. So this way it's not having the full... You have a lot of power, but then when it gets in that gear reduction back there, it just has more power because it slows everything down. It's kind of like, I don't know what they call them, planetaries or something like that. Kind of like planetary axles or whatever. What are those called? You know, basically they have like a gear that runs like 3 other gears, then it runs the wheel or something. It's terrible mileage. Monster trucks used to use them a long time ago. Mining equipment used them, I think. Pretty sure I'm right on that. Could be wrong. But yeah, it's kind of cool though how they actually fix this all up. It's like they had like disc brakes on the one. They had individual pedals in there that would basically lock like have 2 brake boosters mounted to the frame or under the cab. And then what they would do is they would have one brake side go to the one. They kept the lines off of the other one, and then when they want to steer it, I guess you could probably hook it up somehow with the steering wheel, but you could also steer it with the pedals. So you push them both down to stop totally, and then I don't know. It could be either way, or you could make a rod that goes on your steering wheel, and it's like a deal that's on there, and when you turn one way, it pulls that pedal up, and it so if you turn left, it pulls that, and it just locks the one wheel, the one side. And then once you do it, yeah, it could be done. I've thought of it many times on like riding lawnmowers and stuff. I was like, that'd be kind of cool to do, but never did it. Didn't really have the funding to do it, and I didn't really have the want to after thinking about how much work it would go into it. Yeah. Track stuff is really cool though. Dude, look how deep this water is. It has no problems with this. I just drove that tree over. Alright, so I think that's going to probably be that on this truck. I just wanted to play around with this truck because it was really cool looking, and I thought I better get in on it before someone decides to take it down, because that happens a lot on the workshop. It's nice that they can do that, but it is also bad. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just exploring the map in this tracked truck. Gotta lock them all in. Bunch of pumpkins. We're gonna run them over. That person's gonna be very upset that their pumpkin patch just got smashed. This map is really good. I don't remember what it's called, but it's pretty good. I don't know if it tells. That's what it says. That's what it is right there. I think. I don't know. Something Russian. I was taking Russian classes for a while there, but then I just kind of like, it was just too much, a lot of time out of my day. Oh no, we got a piece of wood stuck up in this thing. Can we just lock this in? There we go. Dude, my track is gone. Oh, there it goes. Exploded. Now, if you want to fix that real quick, you find your mouse, reload it, and update it. Jeez. Dude, that was crazy. Did you see that explosion? That's what happens when you got a track that goes off these things. If I take my... Oh, I can't. Anyway. Let's just go ahead and winch this truck back over. Uh-oh. It's not going to happen. Oh man, that was pretty good though. That was really good. Anyway, where am I at on the map? Dude, I'm way off. My stuff's way over there. So if I get my other truck. So if I get in this truck here, can I go and get it and recover it? Let's go see if we can recover it. Could take the skidder, but I think this will work better. Let's see what we can do. I think that's slower. I've never went this way. I've just been kind of playing around in one area. Figured there's no need to go too far. To me, like testing the logging stuff out, it just doesn't work. Oh, good news! I did get a different copy of Maya, or not Maya, but 3DX or 3D Max or 3DX Max or something like that. But I do have the exporter now, and I did get stuff to port in, so I ain't sure if I will take and want to take and actually do modding. I'm still working on it. I've been reading their little tutorial things, and it don't make sense, man. It does not make sense. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I need to just put like a placer down. Yeah, there we go. But maybe within time. There's not a lot of stuff I really want in the game. I just want one thing, and I tried to contact someone else, but they didn't reply back. I don't know. So I figured they didn't want to do it, or they didn't know how to do it. Two things. I don't know. Would have been good fame for them. They could have been like all famed up, you know. For the ones that don't know it, I do have a website, and I do have quite a bit of traffic goes there. And I'm hoping to expand that out even more at some point. But yeah, I just don't want to do the same things everybody else does. It gets annoying. Like, I'm sure there's gonna be like 50,000 people does this or something like this, or I don't know, not that many, but a lot of people does these track deals. But you can't stop that from anything. That's just how it is. But yeah, there's one thing I really want, and I open a skid steer, or not skid steer, but a track. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of it. It is a skidder, but I even told him I'd give him the model for it, but I don't know. We're gonna get stuck up on here somewhere. Hold on, let me fix this thing. Reload and update. If you reload and update, this way you get all those errors out of there. These trees is what hangs up on stuff. Dude, what is going on? There we go. We're wrapping track up. So I guess I will just work on trying to make the mod myself. That's how the whole farm sim thing started. I asked people to make me stuff. They never did. So only thing I could do was try to learn it myself. And then I become a really big modder for farm sim. And then I realized farm sim, after so long, because I was wondering, everybody's like, can you make US trailers? Can you make goosenecks for farm sims when you get them on Xbox? I went and made a mod, or took a mod that was from 2015, Ponds. I added different things to it and added more power and the ability to swivel the head and a few other things. It wasn't even nothing like the original one. And the first reply back was, need to fix the French language, so I did that. Then I sent that back within about a day, and then they said, oh, it's too close to like the original one, so we can't submit it. Then I started doing some digging, and it seems that everybody that got early access to the game, Farm Sim 17, is not United States. It's all foreign countries or other countries. Britain, Canada, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, some places around. Or they was buddy with each other. So there's big channels out there that you know. I think like the Squad, I don't think they've got early access to it. And they're pulling in just as many views as that other person is that's got copies. And they actually get more views than that person. But so yeah, that's why there's no American trailers on the thing. If it is, it's really goofy looking ones, and they look really fake, and that's how they are. So that's why I did that, and that's, now you know my story of how I became the biggest modders, because someone wouldn't do what I wanted and wouldn't even reply back. So I did that for a while, fixed a lot of mods, got a lot of hate, and you'll get a lot of hate, and a lot of it you'll figure out it's out of jealousy, because you're taking their fame, and you don't even care about that fame. If you're just wanting to have a good time. But then after a while of getting so much hate and stuff, it kind of takes the whole fun out of anything. And it's like, man, what am I even doing this for? I'm getting hate for everything and just doing what people ask me to do because no one else will do it. And after a while, it just kind of gets on you. It gets to you, like, you know it's going to happen, but it's still just that one part that just kind of, it's like annoying. Just because someone can't do something. Wait, where am I hooked at? You don't have to, like, you don't have to be all hating on everything, because that just brings a lot of hate to stuff. And then you get people that doesn't realize where the mod comes from, credits everybody else but the original one. And yeah, it's just, wait, am I hooked to a tree again? I'm hooked to a tree again. I gotta swivel my camera around here. But yeah, that's the whole cheese on that. What am I hooking to? I guess I'll hook to that. I don't know. Oh, there we go. That's better. I don't think I'm gonna pull this thing back over. It just ain't gonna happen. So I think this one's kind of like stuck. It is stuck for sure. I don't think there's any way getting that back over. Unless I take and just... There we go. There we go. Now it's back. Now, if I pull my winch, get it a little bit closer, now we can just get out of here. I'm just pulling this thing now. So I pull this close to me, and I hit this on drive. And now it should drive. Oh, wait, no. Why does my stuff just keep closing out? There we go. I wasn't sure why that was happening. I put it in full screen and I have all these problems then. And you hit your Y, you can drive these things, you know, actually drive. So this is pretty cool, actually. These are really cool toys. I was getting some air in that. Uh-oh. I was getting some pretty good air with this flat nose truck. There's a name for it. I'm not good at that. Names mean nothing to me. I'm gonna be like that one dude, Nightmare RH, and just make up my own names and words. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this out of the water, and then we'll end it, because I've done talked way too much about stuff, and I don't like bringing up that whole farm sim thing. A lot of people probably doesn't realize why I stopped doing it, and yeah, I've explained it, but people don't watch my videos enough to know. And that's another thing, you can tell people things and they won't watch your whole videos. You can explain it like 10 times in 10 other videos or something like that, and it feels like, why'd you stop? You still play? No. And that's another thing. I was using my YouTube to fund the modding, basically. So a lot of people would charge it on Patreon, and that's the thing. People do Patreon, and then be like, oh, you know, you can get this mod early, or get this mod here for, you know, $5 or $1 a month. You know, that's. And then I was over there offering it for free, but I wanted people to support my channel to help fund me that way. I make less money than some of the people did off their Patreon, and the mods was terrible on the Patreons. I'd go through and fix some of the mods and put them back out, because obviously they had no idea how to do it. They didn't do what I did. Is I looked at forums, people was like, you should try it, and so did the farm sim devs. They're like, you need to get a mod, pick it apart, figure out how it works, and that's what I did. And then I get all this hate because you're supposedly stealing stuff, and then I don't know, it's just a big deal. It's always going to be that way. I'm sure that's with everything, but some people said it was worse on farm sim than it was any other modding place. So we're not getting this thing out of here. This thing's hung up on a tree. Anyway, I'm done with this. I'm gonna just go ahead and just get rid of these two trucks, and then I will take and go back over to my main spot, and then we'll probably do some loading up sometime other. But anyway, thanks for the support. Thanks for everything you guys did. yeah, bye.